What's up, Fish Clown NASCAR people? I just wanted to give the interview of Cleetus McFarland. He's going to give an interview right now, and I'm going to videotape that for you guys. He ran really well. He got a little greedy early and never could really regain it, but he came in 32nd today. And let's see what Cleetus has to say about being his first time in the O'Reilly Series. I think he did very, very well considering the circumstances that he was in. He drove a little over 10. I think he could have gotten 20th, believe it or not, if he didn't get so greedy earlier on in the race. But let's see what Cleetus McFarland has to say. This is pretty exciting. Let's see what he has to say. Give me one moment. 1, 2, 3, Cleetus.
We got to talk a little bit about his day in the 33. Came in with one goal of let's not be the story and let's not finish last. And
yeah, he did those things. This I was not surprised to see. This moment right
Woo!
Woo! That could have been really bad.
That was close.
That was a bit of a wake-up call. You got to keep your eyes up. This has been fairly predictable later in the race. I've got to think it'll get tough to him. He's probably a little wore out, maybe, I would think, from doing both races, a hot day, a lot of green flag running at a very physical racetrack. Kudos to him for sticking through it the whole time. But overall, considering the expectation level I had, I felt like he definitely rose to that expectation level.
yeah, P4 in the ARCA race. He did make it to the end of this race, and now he's standing by with Kyle Petty. Kyle, how's he feeling about his efforts today?
Well, here's what I'm going to say. Slap me on the rear end and smack my face. He shut my mouth because he'd run all of these. You did what you needed to do. You ran laps. How do you feel about today?
Wow. The whole day? I mean, well, let's start with ARCA. Phenomenal. Loved that.
4th place,
O'Reilly's,
baby, in ARCA.
As predicted, got my butt kicked. But I finished the race. Our goal as a team was to finish the race and not get last. So we did meet our goals. We did have higher expectations, higher, once. I think we got to 26 for a minute, and I was like so excited just to hear that literally the next corner I went in and spun out because I was just going too dang fast for my own abilities.
So when I first started driving, my dad said, when the fast cars come around the lap you, watch what they do. Try to hang on to them. Is that what you did later on? Because a couple of times you were up there in 22nd, 23rd in line following some really good guys.
Yeah, I certainly did. And, I was already way back in the field. Even I got behind Jesse Love when he was saving tires. And I could catch him, but just watching his line, I'm like, shoot, I've been doing that wrong all day, and just learned so much. And the guys were helping me a lot on the radios. It was great. I mean, I think I spun out 50 times, almost died 10 times. And overall, I'm here with a car that's not destroyed. I didn't ruin anyone's day, which was my main goal. I did want to stay out of the news more. Dale Jr. said, please stay out of the news. That was my goal. But several times I just overdrove the corner. And then the one time I lost it and caused a caution.
So let me ask you a question. If we came back tomorrow, same scenario, with the experience you have now, where do you think you would be?
Well, I think I could get top 20 if I just eliminated a few of my stupid mistakes. Let's talk about one that was really dumb. What was it, lap 3? I went 3 wide on the bottom. I don't have enough skill for that. I don't know what I was doing, but I was excited and I had to run on the guy. I'm like, down to the bottom, and then I lost it. Luckily, I think I, made everybody need a change of pants up there with me, but I didn't slap up and take him up the hill with me or anything. Just went down, no scratches on the car, and kept turning left for Biff.
Yeah, look, and I ate some crow on this, but I'm going to tell you, you definitely saw some parts of the racetrack. I raced down here 30 years. You saw some parts of the racetrack I've never seen before, but you were in some places I've never seen. Carly?
Thanks, KP. That kind of sounds like what it would be if I maybe tried to get on the track and drive and what my post-race reaction would be. But I think what you heard from here there is that he's learning, and he learned a lot today.
He's humble about it. That's what I love. And you can't fault his enthusiasm and his love of the sport and just wanting to be here and experience this. And I think for all those reasons, that is so cool. And the race fan in me is like, heck yeah, this is awesome. This is so cool to see a guy with that big a following who just loves fast cars of all different types and cars in general and motorsports to want to be a part of NASCAR, to experience this level. You know, not to be a downer, but the race car driver me, the pro race car driver, does ask the question, though, you know, we talked about it, which is, you know, what is our standard for experience that you should have the chance to be here, right? I think there is an element of, you got to get to a standard where it doesn't devalue the Jesse Loves, the Austin Hills, the Justin Allgaiers, who have dedicated their lives to getting to this moment. They've gone through the ranks, they've done all the prerequisites, they've gotten the funding together and fought their way to be at this position, and you not have someone who can come in there and sort of devalue from that and what they put into this sport. And I don't think his approach or his you know, sentiment about this has done that at all. But it is just the lack of experience at this level, the second highest level in American motorsports, that makes me question, you know, should have happened or should not have happened. But I think overall, the way he handled it and his approach and his mentality of the whole thing has been awesome. And I just love watching his interviews. I love listening to him. It's why he's a great content creator, right? It's why he's got the following he does. He's an awesome, awesome guy, has immense respect for the sport. But I think he certainly probably has a lot, even more respect, just listening to that, of how good some of these guys are.
And not only that, but I just want to also say, too, just how fast this race was for them to turn laps on this. It's a really fast racetrack for him to have his first race in the series.
This is a really tough racetrack. When I saw this was the one, I was like, oh, no. I really was worried for him. And for that reason, you know, he did the right things. He tried to stay out of the way and stay out of the headlines and did all that correctly and met his goal of finishing the race with a car that was in one piece and not being last for sure, right? But, you know, this is professional auto racing. That shouldn't be anyone's goal if you're at this level particularly. And so, you know, for that reason, the pro race car driver in me has fault with that. But as a race fan and just watching from the outside, I do think he's an awesome dude. It's so cool that he loves NASCAR.
Yeah, and he didn't finish last. All right, we got a lot more.
Okay, folks. That'll do it for the Cleetus McFarland interview. I think it went really well. I mean, in the ARCA series, he came in 4th in the ARCA series, and he's driving this car that he tested a little bit, but other than the test and getting some seat time and some simulator time, I think it's gonna come to him. I think he's gonna be doing very, very well. The guy has done all kinds of drifting, drag racing. Cleetus has done it all. And he sure has car control. And I'm telling you, speed does not scare him at all. So I think it's a blessing to the sport to bring a lot of new fans in. He's got 4.67 YouTube followers. And I'm one of them. And I would encourage everybody, if you're watching this video, to go subscribe to his channel. Give him some more publicity, and let's get more young people into this sport. All right, folks, please, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. And God bless Cleetus McFarland. All right. Well, like I said, it's Resurrection Sunday, Easter weekend. So go experience some Jesus in church this Sunday if you can. And just live that sacrifice that he's given us, the death, burial, and resurrection. Lord, I just thank you, Lord, for this day and this hour that we live in. All right, folks, God bless, and we'll see you in the next one. See ya!